Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you're new here, hi, I'm Jyothirmayi, a second year MBBS student from KMCRI Hubli. Today's video is gonna be a complete guide on to how you can ace physiology in first year. If you find physiology tough in first year, this is the right video for you, and I'm pretty sure by the end of this video you will find something helpful for you. Today's video is going to be divided under the following subtopics, that is resources, how to study physiology, then how to present physiology in exam, and finally a piece of advice as a senior. Firstly, let's talk about resources. The books for physiology are, the gold standard book for physiology is Guyton, and then we have GK Pal, also we have AK Jain and Shambulingam. Out of all these books, I would recommend you guys to read Guyton first. Yes, please read standard books. It will help you in long run. But if you are not able to understand it, obviously you can switch to GK Pal. Stick to GK Pal. From the beginning, you have to read GK Pal till the end. Do not switch books, okay? And then talking about YouTube video resources, we have Dr. Najib sir's lectures and Ninja Nerd lectures. Both are equally good and you can watch them according to your preference. Then let's talk about how to study physiology. My first advice for physiology would be that read textbook and then watch lecture. This would be controversial for a few people, but let me tell you how it works out. When you read the textbook, there will be a few points that you do not understand, and at the same time there will be a few points that you do understand, because physiology textbooks, the content is given in such a way that some points you can correlate and understand just by reading it, and some points you cannot. So when you watch the lecture after reading the textbook, whatever you already understood will obviously be strengthened, and whatever you did not understand, you will try to understand it from the lecture. So it will become very efficient and easy for you to understand physiology as a whole. My next advice would be that if you find the right book for you, please stick on to that book. Do not switch books. As a few seniors would tell you that in the beginning you can read Guyton, and towards the end when the exams time starts, you can read Shambulingam. Please do not do that because it will create a mess. If you're reading a new book towards the end, that basically means that you're starting all over again. That would not be helpful. So if you started with GK Pal, continue GK Pal till the end. Maybe at the end, if you're not able to read GK Pal, you can obviously make notes from GK Pal and read those notes. It will be very efficient and easy for you. My next advice would be that make concise notes of key points. Summarize a whole topic under a few points and write those key points down somewhere. They will help you to recall and revise the concept very easily, because it's not always possible to read the whole topic. My next advice would be that learn all the diagrams, flowcharts and values as it is from the textbook, and also read below the diagram and flowchart. There will be a certain points given below it that are very important, and it will easily help you to understand the given flowchart. My next advice would be that understand the concept and do not by heart physiology. You can never by heart physiology is what I'm saying. Maybe for the exam you can by heart a few things, but understanding physiology is very important, because physiology is like the basics for any other subject that we study, like be it medicine or whatever in the future. So our basics should be strong. Therefore, we have to understand physiology properly. Do not just rush into finishing the subject. Understand the concept, spend time on that concept and learn it to the fullest. My last advice would be that revising is very important. So to revise, as I already told you, you can make key point notes and revise those notes, revise the flowcharts and diagrams, also the exams that they conduct like unit tests, periodic tests. Study for those exams, that will serve as a revision. Next, let's talk about how to present physiology in exam. My first and the most important advice, and what everybody says, is physiology equals to flowcharts. Make sure you represent your answer as flowchart, as that will fetch you more marks. Also, write to the point and fill pages. Do not leave pages empty. When there's a question, there will definitely be an amount of answer that should be written for that question. So make sure you write whatever you know elaborately, but do not beat around the bush. Write the points properly. Also, write in points, do not write in paragraphs. And my other advice would be that write in legible handwriting. Wherever necessary, please do draw graphs and diagrams, even if the question is demanding for a graph or not. If it's relevant, please do put that in. That will create a very good impression of yours for the examiner. So my final advice, So firstly, let me tell you why most of the first years think that physiology is hard. One, they are not able to understand, or maybe the professor who's teaching it in college is just reading out slides, or they feel the subject is too vast. Or the other reason could be by looking at the books. They look very big, right? You might feel scared ki, oh my god, will I be able to do this? So my advice would be that start reading from day one. Start reading every day, a little by little. Make sure you give time for every concept and learn it. Every day I would recommend you guys to give at least 30 minutes to 1 hour of time for physiology. Make sure you learn the concepts, what were taught that day in class, that it will become easier for you. Make notes every single day and revise them in regular intervals of time. It will help you at the end. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you found it helpful, and if you guys want to say something, you can comment down below. Thank you for watching.